Hi Taurus, this is your February 28th through March 6th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Six of Wands clarified by the Eight of Swords. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the Fool. We have the Lovers. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have the Moon on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Gemini or Pisces, or pretty much any zodiac sign. This is a general reading, and we actually have every single element on the table. We got Wands, Swords, Cups, and Pentacles. But those two zodiac signs, Gemini and Pisces, do stand out because we have major arcana cards for those two signs. So you are dealing with somebody who is either shy, or perhaps they have a fear of rejection, perhaps they think you're out of their league, or this person just overthinks a lot. Right? But the good news is that this week they're going to conquer their own fears and they're going to make their move. They're going to shoot their shot towards you. Right? We have the Moon on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. The Moon is the personal Pisces card. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Or the Moon is all about fears, like fear of rejection. The Moon is one of the most emotional cards in the deck. So perhaps this person is just thinking nonstop. So what is he or she going to say if I reach out to them? Or how should I reach out to them? What should I tell them? This person could be standing in front of a mirror and practicing, or they could be like drafting a message and they're on the 25th draft right now, something like that. But the good news, like I said, they're going to overcome that. We have the Six of Wands, the first card that came out, and is clarified by the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is the card of thinking, overthinking, practicing in front of a mirror, right? And the Six of Wands is a card of victory. It's a card of success, so they're going to overcome that. And here they come with the Page of Cups and the Fool. So the Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith. So this person will just say to themselves, you know what, I'll never find out how this Taurus feels if I don't ask. So it's either now or never. And here they come with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, it could be them just hitting you up on the messenger, or they may approach you if you see this person all the time, or a couple of times a week, or once a week. The Page of Cups is the nicest page out of all 4 pages, if you ask me. It could be a bouquet of flowers. They could be asking you on a date, just being super nice to you. They may write you a poem, very romantic. Then we have the Lovers right there in the middle. The Lovers is the personal Gemini card. You could be dealing with a Gemini. The Lovers is a great card to have. It is a card of a choice, so you will have a choice to give this person a chance or not. The Lovers is also a card of a soulmate connection. The Lovers is also a card of a twin flame connection, if you believe in twin flames. And the Lovers could simply be the lover of your life. A very shy lover of your life, but it is the love of your life. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. This looks good. The Ace of Pentacles often comes through as a proposal. If it's not a proposal right away, then this still means that this person is very serious about you. To me personally, the Ace of Pentacles is the ace of all aces. I don't mean to belittle any other aces, but the Ace of Pentacles is like a bundle. It's like a package. All aces combined into one, and the Ace of Pentacles is often called the golden opportunity. And in general, whenever I see this ace, it means that the person offering it wants to settle down, wants to get serious, wants to start a family, all that good stuff. And the Three of Pentacles in the middle, it was also an amazing card. This is a card of both people working on this relationship and even marriage at some point in the future, if that's the case. And both of you wanted to work out, both of you wanted to succeed, and that's why you're putting time and effort and whatever it takes from the very beginning, right? Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a starting of a new cycle, probably elevating it, taking it to the next level, whatever that level is for you. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. So yeah, this looks very promising, even though you're dealing with somebody shy, but I think they're gonna sort of grow a pair this week, and they're gonna shoot their shot. And it kind of looks like you'll be very receptive towards. And the future looks bright if you want it. Alright? Cool. Taurus, if you'd like to see the extended for this new love spread, the link is in the description box down below. In the extended, I'll do 2 or 3 more spreads, depending on how this situation unfolds. We'll take a look at what to expect between you and this person going forward, and we'll get you an advice for this whole situation. Taurus, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Hangman, we have the Hermit, we have the Knight of Cups, and we also have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. So this week, they're going to do something nice for you. They're going to show you love. They're going to show you how much they appreciate you. Perhaps you have a reason for that, an occasion or anniversary, or no reason whatsoever. Right? Perhaps they haven't shown you love, or they haven't done anything nice and loving for you in a while. And it kind of looks like they'll be thinking about it before they do what they are about to do. The Hangman, the first card that came out, this is a card of stagnation, nothing happening. So like I said, for some of you, perhaps they haven't showed you love in a long time, or perhaps there is a reason, right, for it. And with the Hangman and the Hermit, this is them taking time to think about how they want to show you love, what exactly they want to do for you. The Hermit is the personal Virgo card, but the Hermit is all about thinking, going within, doing some soul searching, right? And here they come with the Knight of Cups. This is them showing you love, doing something super nice for you, perhaps roses or petals of roses will be all over the floor when you come back home one night, something like that, something romantic. They do see you as the Empress on the bottom of the deck, right? It's a great card to have. The Empress, perhaps you have already children with them, so they appreciate, that you're there for them and had children with them. But the Empress does not require an introduction, because everybody knows who the Empress is. Yeah, they're putting you up on a pedestal, on your throne. It's a great card to have. So expect something nice, something loving from your person. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Taurus, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Ten of Swords clarified by the Three of Swords. We have the Star clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. We have Strength clarified by Justice, and we also have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Leo or a Libra, or pretty much any zodiac sign. I do see this as a reconciliation, even though when the two of you broke up, it was just painful, it was devastating. I think the two of you will find a way to heal the situation and to move towards a commitment. We've got 4 major arcana cards on the table, very serious major arcana cards, right? And the commitment card on the bottom of the deck. But first, we do have this Ten of Swords clarified by the Three of Swords. Yeah, it must have been bad, ugly, devastating, and probably abrupt. The Ten of Swords is a card of an abrupt ending, and the Three of Swords clarifying it is a card of a broken heart. It's a card of a devastation. It's a card of a third-party situation, that type of stuff. But you'll find a way to recover from that. That's what's amazing here, because those 2 cards together symbolize, like I said, it was pretty bad, We have the Star right next to the Ten of Swords. This is the personal Aquarius card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or the Star is all about healing. It's all about, getting this show back on the road. The Wheel of Fortune clarifying the Star is the start of a new cycle between the two of you. Right, it's a good card. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. Strength, the next card over, is the personal Leo card. You could be dealing with a Leo, or perhaps Strength is all about having courage to reboot this connection, reboot this situation, and move forward. Justice, clarifying Strength, is a personal Libra card. You could be dealing with a Libra. Justice could be a major apology coming from them for what they did to you, for that devastation they caused. And justice could also represent the legal system, and by that I mean, somebody's got to have an authorization to marry other people. So it could be a person, like a minister or a clerk, right? Justice could also be a place where people get married, like a chapel. And the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a card of a committed relationship or marriage. And the Ten of Pentacles is a very solid type of a deal, very long-term type of a deal. So I think you are getting back together, and it's going to be more solid, stronger than before. And if you were not committed to each other the first time around, this time you will. commit to each other. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances this week, Taurus. We have the Three of Cups, we have the Seven of Wands, we have the King of Swords, and we also have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It kind of looks like you and another person, you will form some sort of a partnership. So the two of you could defend something or stand your ground together. It could be situational, or perhaps it's going to go a long way. Right? So we do have the King and the Queen of Swords. So this is a power couple, if you want to look at it that way. Perhaps this is somebody whom you work with. You could be signing a contract with another company. You could be merging with another company. But the two of you are definitely uniting for protection, right? So the Three of Cups, the first card that came out, this is a card of a union. And the Seven of Wands, this is a card of active defense. So whatever it is you're defending or protecting, it's in both of your interests. Like I said, you're forming a power couple, or perhaps this power couple already exists, this alliance already exists, this partnership already exists. And this week it'll just be kind of active. You will have to defend or protect something, or prove something to another group of people. You know how if you work for the same company, perhaps you'll go to a meeting and you and this person will be defending the same idea, the same project, the same vision. Something like that. But yeah, it looks good. You're definitely partnering up with somebody here. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Taurus, this week. We have the Five of Swords, we have Judgment, we have Temperance, clarified by the Sun and the Page of Wands, and we also have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Sagittarius, or perhaps a fellow Earth sign, another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What you're not expecting is somebody whom you had a major fallout with, or somebody you broke up with, they'll reach out to you and offer you peace. It doesn't have to be about love. And it doesn't have to be that same person we saw in the X spread. It could be a completely different situation. What's important, how you'll know who this person is, you had a major fallout. You got into a fight, and that caused you to go your separate ways, right? The Five of Swords, the first card that came out, this is a card of a fight, an ugly fight. This is a card of when people slam doors on the way out. And it's also a card of winning at any cost, so it must have been bad, And here this person comes. Judgment, the next card over, is a card of somebody coming back from the past. The Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, that is most likely you, Taurus. But you could be dealing with another Earth sign like you. Another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Right? Temperance, right next to Judgment, is the personal Sagittarius card. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Or Temperance is all about burying the hatchet, rekindling, reconnecting, reconciling if it's an X. Temperance is clarified by the Sun and the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is the initial message coming from that person, and it'll probably look like a bit casual. They may just say things like, hey, how you been? I know we had our differences. I know we had that fallout. I know we got into this fight, but let's catch up and talk about it. Right? And the Sun is the happiest card on the deck. So I do see the two of you reconnecting and, moving forward after that. So it's going to be like water under the bridge. Even though it was bad, it was ugly, I do see the two of you, reestablishing this connection, whatever the nature of this connection is. And that's what I got for you, Taurus, for this reading. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing week. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.